Welcome to L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Virginia Cavaliers and the Louisville Cardinals. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Checking in with the Cavaliers head coach before the game. One of the things to keep your eyes on is how does this young quarterback continue to develop? They took a risk early in the season starting this young freshman, but he has continued to develop each week and get better. He's gaining the trust of his teammates. He's really starting to make good reads and get a feel for this offense. Can they keep this trend going? I'll keep you posted on how he looks on the field and how he's leading his team early in this game. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Cardinals ready to kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Virginia's offense will be first on the attack. And here comes the guy that is a surgeon in this attack. Last time out, a solid day in a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our quarterback goes. And they're on a nice little win streak right now, and the biggest reason why is because the play of the guy behind center. He has been lights out throwing it. He's been making big plays, keeping the offense on rhythm, and avoiding the turnovers. That's all been critical. He keeps playing like this, they're going to keep winning games.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to pass, it's Daniels. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Courtney. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
I love offensive coordinators. They're not afraid to be aggressive early in games. And how about that? Dialing up a shot right away in the first series, trying to seize the momentum.
And the Cavaliers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Delay to the back. It's Davis. Got the first down. And he's brought down after a nice game. Looks as if we have a Cavalier who was shaken up on that last play. The Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Beebe. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Here's Brown to begin the drive. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first.
Oh, what a play! It's intercepted. Ready to get things going as the offense takes the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Second and long here. Quarterback changing the play. Sets his feet. It's Daniels. Got his man. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Fresh set of downs going up top. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
And the Cavaliers have it with a first and goal. Run in the red zone, it's Lewis. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point splits the uprights. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Turning it on. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Motion from the wideout. Hand off for Brown. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
You know, these little 1 to 2, 3-yard gains early, they're like body blows in a boxing match, and those gains become 10, 12, 15-yarders as the game goes on and they wear this defense down.
Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early. The Cardinals have their offense in high gear. The give, running right, Brown.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Keeps it himself. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the first down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. Good right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Keeps it moving, it's Lewis. Makes his man miss. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Virginia has the lead here as we get a look at the numbers so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Into the open. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Maybe a double pass. That one just came off his hand badly. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Moves the pocket. It's Daniels. Under pressure. Picked off. Bringing it back. Inside the 30. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Road.
Checking in from the Virginia sideline, something I've got my eyes on is how the running back is moving and cutting. As you know, he did get really banged up in that game last week despite the win, and he's going to have to fight through some bumps and bruises here today. I've got my eyes on him, and I will keep you posted down here from the field. Back to you.
Ollie, keep an eye on that one for us.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. He's got it on the right. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you can go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. And I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out.
Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Fires to the wideout. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Needs it here on 4th down. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Just smothered on the play.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, cause direct. That had to be a blown assignment. He's changing the play. To the air, it's Daniels. Finds his target. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Unloads to the right. Touchdown, Cavaliers! Put 6 on the board.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They'll start on the ground with Brown. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. And the Cardinals with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Right back to it. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Drops back on first down. Oh, pressure's coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. He's looking downfield to throw. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Cardinals decide to punt it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. He's brought down, not a lot of room to take that one back. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Looking for a crease. It's Beebe. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. He'll get rid of it. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Long way to go on 2nd down. On play action. Rolls right. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with this decision.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Fresh center downs going to the air. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Right side, it's Hughes. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Louisville calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Cardinals will now use their final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Left side is Hughes. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Wants to throw one first. Rush right in his face. Out wide right, it's Hughes. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the first down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. They're all over it. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. Let's start with Texas in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Tennessee Volunteers. And it's the home team, locked up in a tight one in this matchup of top 10 teams. We haven't even hit the half here today, and it's already shaping up to be an instant classic. Now back to your game in Louisville. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
They're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
I caught up with the Cavaliers head coach coming out of the locker room. He is very pleased with his defense right now. As you know, this quarterback that they're facing has got so much hype and so much attention, but they have been able to contain him in the first half. They get the ball here to start the second. We'll see if this defense can keep up that same momentum and shut down that quarterback here in the third. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Pass completion moves the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again. Right side, it's Hughes. There he goes. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And the Cardinals getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Brown. There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to the counter. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The Cardinals will come to the line to convert on 4th down. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. And the Cardinals have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Turns it upfield. He's trying to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Touchdown, Virginia! The defense takes matters into its own hands. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, push the lead out a little further. From inside the 10, here he comes. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. One more time, it's Brown. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He's looking deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Making his first move. He's got great speed. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Cavaliers offense all set and ready to get this drive underway. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. As we check in with Holly.
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Look out! And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
Listen, sometimes you know as a quarterback, I got to scramble, I get outside the pocket, nothing's there, live to fight another down. Good job not forcing the football, incompletion, move on.
Second and long here. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
On the move, it's Beebe. He's past the sticks. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to the ground game on the left. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you gotta have bounce. You can't always throw for it on third down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. The Cardinals will send out the punt unit. Looks it in. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First play of the drive comes from the 38. The running back has it. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. We've reached the end of the period. It's Virginia holding the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Red pass, it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Dumps it to the back. Caught. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the snap, it's Beebe. Trucks through the defender. They're going to mark him down, and where that spot is looks as if it's going to be just a hair short of the first down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
On 4th. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side. Watch out. But great job running.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the... Going to take a shot at this DB. They went for it all on 1st down, didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
He'll pull it down. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling. Help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incomplete.
Makes the grab in their space. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Cavaliers. And the beatdown has ensued. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to...
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Oh, he got loose. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And, guys, they got the completion, but nothing productive to show for it. 3rd and long coming up. Setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. He's taking a deep shot. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they've just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Brown again. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender, the other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.